I was shocked.
I love it. So you're just dropping into a conversation backstage in the Winnebago, Trafalgar Square, and we are here for Miss You Machine, the launch of with Together in Harmony. But right next to me, we have the very beautiful Liz Mitchell, the voice of Boney up as well. Hello, Liz.
Hi, how are you?
I'm okay, how are you?
I'm good,
You're
thanks.
looking beautiful and sparkly.
Thank you.
But it's really hard, we were just saying a minute ago, to decide what to wear because,
Yeah.
you know, it's a middle of the day sort of
Yes.
concert. So
And a wet day as well.
it is indeed.
But, you know.
But hopefully enjoyable.
It will be, because first of all, you have to have the heart to want to do this. And
Yeah.
I think that everybody here wants to do this. It's something very, very special.
It is very special. And talking of which, how did you actually get involved with Together in Harmony?
Well, we were called and simply asked if we would take part. I think it's because over the years I'm known for doing the odd charity shows for people.
Yeah.
I will do whatever I can to help. I love children, and I have my own charity. I'm always looking for people to help me as well. So you know, we help each other. And I was, for some strange reason, I was going to be home today because I flew home yesterday afternoon. So we said, well, I'm going to be home, so why not?
Well, that's so lovely. Thank you so much for coming to help. So where were you? Where did you fly back from?
We flew back from Germany yesterday.
Okay.
Yeah.
And talk to us a little bit about that, because I know obviously you've got a massive German fan base. I mean, that's really where you launched yourselves as well, isn't it?
Yeah, Boney was launched out of Germany through the producer Frank Farian. I was explaining to my son, who is a writer, and he's been asking me lots of questions about the beginning of Boney and everything, and I was explaining to him that a lot of people didn't really understand how Boney just came up to be from Germany, and none of us are Germans, even though everybody assumed we were Germans. And that's mainly because Frank Farian, a German producer and singer, fell in love with the ska beat music, which was also very popular here in London.
Yeah.
And he recorded the Al Capone track from Prince Buster, I think. And it wasn't a massive hit, but it was it created enough waves for the record company to say, okay, try doing some more. People needed to understand that this was Frank Farian's deal. It was not, there was no Boney M. He was at the time Boney M. And he released this track called Do You Wanna Bum? And then he realized that the song didn't really suit him as a white guy. He didn't know how to go out there and perform it.
Yeah.
So he thought maybe if he got some black dancers. So that was the beginning of the idea. So he got some black dancers. They went out and performed to it. And as the record company gave him the opportunity to continue, I was invited to come back and help them do a show because I was previously in a group called the Les Humphrey Singers, and they were using the Les Humphrey Singers backing tracks as for their program because they only had one song from Frank Farian to perform. So I knew the songs and they invited me over. I met Frank and he obviously fell in love with my voice and fell in love with my image and all those important things.
What's not to like? Let's be honest.
And he said to me if I would work with him, ask me. I was really at the time in a no-go. I did not want to stay in Germany. I wanted to come back to England to go back to college.
Yeah.
Because I was pretty young. I didn't finish my degree. I was not educated, and I realized show business was so iffy, and you know I was going through that.
Unreliable.
Yeah, it's very unreliable. And but then he said to me, "Give me 1 year, and if there is no success, then you're free to go back to college." And lo and behold,
here we are.
You can ask me about Daddy Cool.
Oh wow, awesome. Well, yeah, I was going to say as well, because I think it's a great fact about the name of the group. So he got that from, he was a fan of an Australian detective series, isn't that right?
Which I also watched in England, and I you know never really paid any attention to it. The guy's name was Boney in the show.
Yeah.
It's an old, I think it was one of Australia's first soaps, you know, and they sold to the world, you know. Since then they've sold many.
Yeah, I was going to say. Yeah. So that's where the name derives from.
Yes,
that's fantastic.
Because there was an Aborigine that danced in the beginning of this detective show, and it's as if he was using magic, you know, to do his to solve the mysteries, you know.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
So talking about Germany as well, because that's obviously, you know, where you hit the big time when your song Daddy Cool was on German TV. So talk us through that point. Was it really, really exciting time? Was it a bit of a big build-up?
Do you know, it was more of a build-up, I think, after the success, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
You do, like any artist will tell you, you work on the tracks and you hope that you're going to have some success. But absolutely nobody knows for sure.
Yeah.
You know how many records are released in a week. It's crazy to know if you're going to be the one to come through. But we had a fortunate thing that was happening to us. I was very broke at the time and needed to work.
Yeah.
So we started to do like club gigs.
Yeah.
And the club gigs are like real promotion for the songs. So by the time the records were mixed and ready to be released, we had already done a good 3-4 months of just clubbing. Yeah. So people were ready, you know what I mean, to should I say people were ready to purchase the songs such as Daddy Cool and Sunny. Daddy Cool was the first release.
Yeah.
And fortunate for us, the world responded to it.
Yeah.
We were very surprised.
Really?
Yeah, we were.
Brilliant stuff. And it's really stood the test of time as well, hasn't it?
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
And then Sunny. And that also was extremely, should I say, surprising, because we didn't expect to have a second hit. And it was because of the second hit that we were allowed to do a second album.
So what would you have done then if you didn't have that second hit? Do you think you would have reverted? Do you think you would have come back to education, come back to the UK?
I probably would have.
Yeah?
Because really, show business is one of those business that, you know, it lifts you up and then you're down.
Yeah.
And you're up and then you're down. And but I do not know if a prayer was answered. I believe that my prayer was answered because the journey of Boney just kept going, and it did not allow me till today to even think about anything.
You know, you've flown all around the world. Is your schedule still as action-packed as it was?
Absolutely. In fact, I'm exhausted when I think about, but the fans are so loyal and so amazing, and I think I've said it before, I guess I will keep going until the fans say, well, I'm tired of hearing you. And I don't really want to be the person that they boo off the stage ever.
You'll never be that person. You're so lovely, honestly. And next to you as well, sorry, just coming into camera shot as well, we have a lovely dancer as well, so welcome. And you've got a very big past there.
Bigger is better.
I like this, yeah, amazing stuff.
Don't let them tell you different.
And I have to say, talking about fans too, just because you won't have seen, it wasn't recorded unfortunately, but my dad did phone in and sing Brown Girl in the Ring to you, didn't he? So I do apologise about that, 'cause that was pretty bad.
It wasn't bad actually, it was very encouraging.
Excellent stuff. Well, let's just finish up the interview by talking about, obviously you are performing for us here today in the rather rainy, as I'm looking outside Trafalgar Square, which hopefully is going to get sunnier a bit later. You'll bring the sun on for us.
I pray.
So, you know, what do you think about the cause that we're actually working for today? So we're raising money, obviously, for the Fusiliers and Jack Rigby as well, Lee Rigby's son.
I think it's wonderful. I think that it was a very sad situation and it touched everybody around the world. And I think that whenever we can come together to do something good, it's necessary, because we need to hold hands and show love and care, you know, and especially when children are at the end of the result of a trouble, you know. Everybody needs to realize that, you know, we need to do whatever we can. I love children, and I think that they are tomorrow, our future, and I am saddened when situations come about that causes such conflict and breakdowns. But we have to wake up the next day and we have to continue. And today is a day that we are continuing. We are lifting up a banner of love and care and I say thumbs up to Gary.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that Tony was the one who told Gary that I would be interested.
Excellent.
And I am very, very happy to be here.
Excellent stuff. Well, thank you so much. And Tony, we look forward to your dancing a little bit later on. Are you ready? You all limber up and everything?
Born ready.
Excellent. This is what I like to hear. Well, listen, thank you so much, Tony and Liz, and we will see you outside performing in a little bit.